Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to bring you 4 different snack ideas that both Nate and I came up with, and they are so good. These are all such very easy snacks to make, but something a little bit different than the norm. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And before we get started, if you could just take one quick second to hit the subscribe button, that way you do not miss any future videos from me. I'd really appreciate it. So to get started, I am just going to take 3 flour tortillas, nothing fancy at all, and I'm going to cut these into strips, but you can actually cut these however you see fit. And then I'm going to just put them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. You do want to be sure that they are all just a single layer of the tortilla. Then we're going to work on our seasonings for these tortilla strips, and we're going to start by using some Nutritional yeast, chili powder, and you guys know, not the best with measurements, you know, just enough to have a good layer of this seasoning on your tortilla strips. And then I'm also going to add some paprika here, as well as some garlic powder, kind of just what you would normally put actually for like taco seasoning. I'm going to put a little bit of cumin too, and I think that one's really actually important in this. Guys, I'm telling you, because of that Nutritional yeast, this tastes very similar to Doritos, which is amazing. Then from here, I'm just going to take a little bit of cooking spray and just lightly coat the top, and really the only reason for that is just so the seasoning adheres to it a little bit better. And then once we've done that, we're going to flip it all over and do the other side as well. Now I will have everything in the info box of exactly like ingredients that I used and what have you, so you don't have to like remember everything. But from here, we're going to stick it in the oven at 425 for about 8 minutes, and then flip it and do it about 8 more minutes, and you'll be good to go. In the meantime, I'm going to work on this bean dip, and I have to tell you, it was so good. And my inspiration behind it was kind of like a 7-layer dip, although this is different, but that's kind of where I was going with it. So I'm going to start with some refried beans. I know it looks kind of weird, but I'm telling you, so good. So refried beans at the bottom, and because I'm making it for both of us, I just did 2 little individual like serving sizes, and gonna put a little bit of corn. And then I'm going to take one of my little individual servings of guacamoles, the minis, and I'm going to put just half and half on each of ours. And then you just kind of want to smooth it out a little bit, and that's kind of where I thought too, like 7-layer dip, traditionally it's kind of like you make the layers as you go and smooth it out. Anyway, I'm going to take the additional seasoning we had left over and just sprinkle it here, because why not? We have it, let's not waste. And then I'm going to take some of this Bobby Salazar's salsa that we have and do a layer here. And normally I think you do like tomatoes and dip, but I think salsa too, I'm not even sure. But this worked. And since I had a little bit of beans left too, I just put that on top, and then I'm going to take a dollop of Tofutti sour cream, which of course is vegan. So good too. This is like really growing on me. It's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to take some of those green onions and sprinkle it on top and call it good. Pig break. He was doing some sunbathing, and I just couldn't resist, and you know, everyone loves pig. Anyway, back to work. So then at that 8-minute mark, we are going to flip these over, and I'm telling you guys, they're so good. You can see that they're already like keeping that like chip shape. They're super crunchy, so yummy, so good. These were delicious straight out of the oven, warm, so good, but these were also really good a few hours later. Definitely recommend this snack. It was so delicious. So for our next snack, we kind of came up with like, we wanted to make a bunch of different types of sandwiches on some rice cakes. So we're going to just kind of do a bunch of different toppings, and we kind of just put it all together with what we thought would pair nicely. Good to go. So let me show you what we've done. We started with the smart bacon, just like literally cooking that up a little bit, heating it through, and then I'm taking a peeler and I'm going to peel a few shards of zucchini to also throw on that grill pan as well. Now Now this was Nate's idea. He said add a little bit of barbecue sauce to the smart bacon when it's almost done, and then just kind of like heat it through a little bit more, and it kind of makes this little like kind of crust on it almost, and I can't lie, it's delicious. It really is. It changes it up just enough, and it just gives it some more flavor. So any kind of sauce though that you have of barbecue will do. Just gonna season up those shards of zucchini before we throw them on the grill pan, since the bacon is done now, and it's just like, this is gonna take literally like a minute because it is so thinly cut. So just gonna heat that through. And then just gonna chop up our bacon, and really those were the only two ingredients, the zucchini and the bacon, that needed a little bit of preparation, but the rest of the ingredients we're using is like stuff out of our pantry or doesn't even need to be cooked through. So anyway, gonna line up all of our rice cakes that we have, and we're gonna make a bunch of different kinds of sandwiches, and these are really, really good. So for the first four, we're gonna use a little bit of just ranch dressing, put a little bit of our zucchini shards on it, and then top it with crumbles of the bacon. This was very tasty, except I will say, eat this when this is still warm, because we actually had it a little bit after it cooled down and we weren't as big of fans of it, but if it's warm, it's gonna be delicious. And the combo was just really, really good. Now for the next one, we're taking it back to like kid happy, yes, who doesn't love PB&J? Oh yes. So we are going to take 4 of these and coat them with peanut butter, and then we are going to top them with some grape jelly on 2 of them, and on the other 2 we also had some of this mango preserve type jelly. It was like a peach mango orange one, and we did the other 2 with that instead. It's like a kid at heart, man, I'm telling you, it's delicious. Then from here, I thought it would be really good just for the added crunch to sprinkle a few peanuts on top. Can't go wrong. Delish. Now the next one's kind of a weird combo, I'm not gonna lie, but it was one of our favorites. So we are gonna take 4 of these and do some hummus on it. And this is just the Cedar's original hummus. Use whatever you have though. And then I am actually going to take a little bit of carrot that I used with the vegetable peeler, so it's really, really thin pieces, and top this with a little bit of carrots. Then I'm taking some sesame sticks from Trader Joe's. I've showed them many times on many of my videos, and chopped them up a little bit, and then put a little bit of black pepper on top. So good. Who knew the combo would be good? So simple, so yummy. Now for the final 3, we're just gonna do some guacamole on it. Delicious, so yummy. I'm gonna top that with a little bit of like taco type seasonings, kind of like we did with the tortilla chips, and we're going to put a little bit of green onions on top as well. So good. So snack number 3 is some Pinwheels. I'm going to take these whole wheat tortillas. They're really, really tasty. I really like these. These are from Sprouts, and I'm going to use some of that Cedar's hummus again as kind of our base. I'm going to top it with some spinach, as well as some black pepper, just to give it a little bit of, I mean, black pepper, it just tastes good on everything, right? And then some sunflower seeds, and we're also going to use a little bit of that smart bacon and green onion that we had left. Why not? Again, do not waste, not needed. I'm gonna put those in there as well. I also had some of the carrot shreds left as well, so figured throw those in there too, as well as some corn. We're just cleaning out the fridge. That's what's going on. Going to also put some of those sesame sticks in here too. We love them. They're just so good. I love anything that gives like texture, crunchy texture. Love it. Then I'm going to put a little bit of that ranch dressing in here. It's very good together. It just gives it a little something. Then we're going to roll that up and we are going to cut it into pieces. And of course the ends are never going to look that great, but what are you going to do? They still taste good. Nate was doing it with like toothpicks first, but I mean, we don't have to get that fancy. Let's be real, but you know, boys. Anyway, I'm just going to cut those up. And we actually made a few of these wraps to have and lay out for you guys to see. These were so, so delicious and so quick and easy. So the fourth and final snack is some popcorn. I do apologize. I thought I was filming the whole time and it turned out I was not. So we already have it kind of started, but I was just going to show you how we do it, what we like the most, and that's using white popcorn with coconut oil as our base. And when it's about ready to pop like it is now, we add a little bit of the garlic salt grinder from Trader Joe's. Delicious, guys. Now there's one other one that I wanted to tell you guys about that we didn't make this time, but again, so good. Use the coconut oil and do the grinder of the cinnamon sugar grinder from Trader Joe's. Delish. So if you're wanting something and you have a little bit more of a sweet tooth, I would say do the cinnamon sugar combo. But if not, something a little more savory, we go to this garlic one. This is something we make multiple times a week, usually at night when we're watching a movie or a show. Such a great snack and so much healthier to make it on your own. And we never really did do this in the past until more recently. And I'm so glad we're doing it this way because it really does taste better and it's just better for you for sure. Really hope you enjoyed this video. This was really fun for us to film together for you guys. We plan to do maybe like a dessert ideas for you, vegan desserts, maybe some dinner ideas even, or lunch ideas, kind of do a bunch of different kinds. I hope you guys really like these. Please give this video a thumbs up if you have not already, and if you want to see more like this, I can absolutely do that for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys very soon. Mwah.